Hello guys, it is Jead and we are back, and EA must know we are back because the token store has dropped, the Champs token store, the season pass, Futties is basically here already, the content is insane and there are so many decisions to be made with these tokens that we're going to talk about, as well as there's leaks to talk about as well, some recent SBCs and what is coming over the course of this weekend. Let's jump into it. And guys, if you want to use players like this and just need that little extra boost, then you can get your cheap, fast, and most importantly, safe FC26 coins at eldorado.gg. They have 24/7 support, a money-back guarantee, and you can use code JEAD at checkout to get another 5% off your order. Link is in the description. So I hope you guys have had a fantastic week. I got back late last night from Menorca. I posted a photo of me, LeBron James, slam dunking it into the pool in the Discord if you want to go and see that. But I am very tired. I jump onto the content because I tried to stay away for the most part, and wow, EA, they have blessed us, right? I probably missed one of the best weeks of content in the entire game. But with Futties around the corner, that makes sense. So we're going to start with SBCs. We're going to talk tokens, what to spend, what to save, what to actually get in the token store itself, the season pass, the objectives. There's so much. And of course, what is coming on the weekend as well. And we can actually still make coins on this game, which is crazy, given that it's nearly late July. We got 5 new SBCs, Friday SBCs. EA always bless us. Apart from yesterday, we got Yildiz, which is like 200,000 coins for one of the most average cards I've seen. If I got this card before I went away, right, before all the recent content and Evos, I would still say it was pretty average. He's out now and it's definitely average, too expensive. I would avoid Yildiz at all costs. I would actually avoid the 1 of 4 93 plus winners of Path to Glory pick. These right now, if you can't see, this is the winners, Path to Glory. You get the star performers, basically. These right now are the best gamble picks on the game. And yes, if you have nothing else to put your fodder into, I would go into these. But we're going to be getting better player SBCs. We're getting to the point where player SBCs are going to start joining the silly season that Evos are in right now. I would try and save high-rated fodder. If you're someone grinding the game daily, maybe that's for you. We also get the 1 of 3 83 plus summer tournament player pick. Now, I obviously missed this, but apparently, from what I have seen online, people were getting gold canes and basically gold cards that had promo cards out in them. EA doing another huge mistake. People who got those canes and missed out on the promo cards got no compensation and probably won't get compensation, which is just funny, right? But yeah, EA re-released the 83 player picks. That was glitched. It's back now. We get a Joan Garcia, which out of all the SBCs I've seen yesterday, is probably the one that everyone should go and complete. Now, you might not need a goalkeeper in your team. Maybe you look at this guy for gauntlets. I'm not sure. He does look pretty crazy. With perfect play styles on, he should play pretty crazy in game. But I think you guys will agree with me where goalkeepers are just complete personal preference. I still use team of the season my nan, and it's going to be Futties. I'm going to still use him, right? Goalkeeper's a personal preference. However, he's a very cheap SBC. You all have the fodder to go and do this. What, an 89, 90 rated squad? Not like 4 or 5 rate, like different, high rated squads. It's fine. I would go and do it. And then we end on the Phoenix Challenge 1, which yes gives you a tradable pack, but it's a it's a Prime Electrum players pack. I'd pretty much avoid that. And then we're gonna jump on to Evos already. Now Evos are it's ungodly how good Evos are on this game. They are the best bit of content right now on the entire game. There's Evos in the Evo section we're gonna talk about. There's Evos in the season pass. There's Evos in the token store. There's Evos in objectives. And pretty much all of them are right at the top of the power curve. Ahead of SBCs, ahead of the market cards, ahead of pretty much everything else. And we got another crazy Evo in the Evo section. A 250,000 coin Evo, La Masia Spark. And yes, this is 250k. And yes, there are some crazy cards for it. But compared to the Evos we got in the season pass and the objectives and the token store, this isn't even that special. I'd give this Evo like a 6 out of 10. Because 250k... for what the current state of the game is quite expensive. I can put my Vicky Lopez into it, and she doesn't look crazy. Again, gets that inventive plus. There are some great cards for this, but when we jump into chains on Footman in a second, I'll show you guys some of the best Evo cards on the entire game right now. Most of them are not using Evos like the La Masia Spark. They're using the objective ones. They're using some of the other ones. And all the way in training camp, the other Evo we got in the Evo section that is new is still got it. I love Evos like this. Is it the best Evo in the game? No. It's a free Evo that takes some time, right? It takes 1 day to be specific. But it's got a birth date requirement. Basically, you have to be older than, what is it? I think 30 or 29, something like that. I think maybe 31. I'm bad at maths. But you have to be older than, a certain age to do it. I like when requirements like that because it's kind of just funny. Now, there's no cards that are really that good for this. Like Aloar and, yeah, cool. Gets some nice playstyles, but only goes to 10 playstyles total. But it's a free Evo. It's a free Evo for people like Gold Suarez, people like Wataru Endo, people that, are not going to get used at all. And because it's free and takes them all, the way up to a 94 rated card, if you weren't going to use this Evo, at least just use it as fodder. Like, at minimum, get a 94 rated card for pretty much free. But go and try and find someone nice to use it. I might do it on my Vidal after I put him into a few more chains. Ideally, got some defending on him. But those stats, it's crazy to say, those stats there, you see 92, 92, 94, 95, 82, 90. are so average compared to some of the Evos we're going to jump into. Again, with objectives with Season Pass with tokens. In fact, let's go straight to objectives because we got some pretty decent content. Now, the content we did not get yesterday, but we did get earlier on in the week. Rio Engamoa and, of course, the Frank Lampard card. Now, again, I missed this. Now, I've missed so much content, but a 99 shooting Frank Lampard with those stats, 97 passing, 96 dribbling. I mean, he'll still be clunky in game, and he's still missing playstyles because EA love to do that. But the Rio Engamoa, my star boy, man. Now, I've got an Evo better than this card, but still, there's something about unlocking a card with that, you know, card design, putting perfect playstyles on him. I'm going to go do that Rio Engamoa. He doesn't look too hard to get as well. You've got to play 5 with 6 England players, score 5 with a left mid. Like, the objectives are not actually that hard. Keep 5 clean sheets with the penalty shootout game mode that is out right now where every game counts as a clean sheet. If you didn't know that, that's really easy. And even the win 8 isn't the hardest thing in the world as everyone's pretty much using first own players in their team anyway. We then got better late than never. It really was a good Friday for objective content. Pretty much all the players that are, I think, above a certain age, or at least they're just playing in the first World Cup. You got players like Mwene, Ade, Nuno, okay, I'm not even going to try and hype it up. No one's using these cards. You have got Shirmurdov and Mbembe, Souček. Like, no one's using them, but it is still cool, right? There's no harm EA doing this. All these cards can have perfect play styles, and if you are from one of these nations, that is pretty cool to go and throw that card, at least into one of your teams, into like little past and present nation team, which I guess would just be a present team because you know, nations past and present. You get the point, right? But the big objective yesterday was A Star is Born. Now, this is the penalty shootout game mode. I love the penalty shootout game modes recently with EA. I wish there was a way to do a free kick shootout game mode. Now, I know that doesn't exist, but you guys get the point, right? Imagine a 1-versus-1 free kick to your opponent from like different distances, different angles. Would that not be insane? It can't be that hard to do, EA. Put that in the game. But this one is interesting because some of the objectives are really easy. A lot of these are really easy. I think you get 5 attempts a day to do this, and you guys will do most of these in day 1 or day 2. Really easy. Some nice evos, some nice packs, nothing too crazy. The main thing you want from that is the 250 Futties tokens because, again, when we jump into the Futties store, everything is just in those Futties tokens right now. But the interesting one for me is A Star is Born bonus completionist is really, really hard to go and do. Like, really, really hard for most people because you'd only get a certain amount of attempts a day for this. I think it's 5 attempts a day. It's, of course, only out for a certain amount of time. I think to basically win the actual thing 4 different times in those 5 attempts, I think in those 5, you've got to win 3 out of 5, I believe it is. It's going to be so hard for a lot of people for such a decent reward as well. This Evo is nothing crazy. It's not the craziest Evo in the game, the Phenom Rising. But the icon chemistry is really nice. There are some decent cards that fit. My Oosterwolde fits. I'm going to state of that card. Absolutely brilliant. I just think that EA have locked a really nice reward behind something that is kind of not skill-based. Like, it's penalty shootouts. I don't know. I think it's a little bit funny. But best objective right now. Also really good for Evos, of course. If you've got Evos, you have to go and complete crazy chains on. Go and use the penalty shootout game mode as well. And I know it's not new content, but of course, I missed as I went away the Diego Armando Maradona. I just want to say, you guys, has anyone used this card? Let me know. I think I've got all the cards for him. I need to go and use a Koch, Alberto, or Muller in a game to, you know, unlock Maradona. I'm going to play some champs tomorrow. Is this card worth using? Honest opinions below. We waited like 5 weeks for this card. Is he a fraud or is he actually insane? I've not watched any reviews on him yet, so I'm going to let you guys tell me. Should I put that Diego Armando Maradona in my team or should he just join the reserves or even SPC fodder, which would be pretty funny? I need to relax, man. I'm getting hyped by all the new content. Boys, I've been away for a week and EA have just absolutely dopamine rushed me. I'm getting hyped. Relax, calm down. But it is time for the token store. Now, of course, there's not just one new token store. There is 2 new token stores. And also, shout out Jay, who was grinding on my account while I was away. Guys, get to the streams. Look how many packs you got saved. I'm not sure we're going to save them, to be honest, for... We might open them on tomorrow's stream. We might save them for the next promo. I don't know. I'm not loving this promo in terms of pack weight, but a 5 times 90s, some 1085s, 15 times 1085s there. We're going to be opening those on stream. But we need to go straight across to the token store, or should I say the token stores. I've still got my FOF tokens. I've got 1,500. I'm going to get the gold standard Evo, and probably spend the rest of the 1,000 on packs. I might even just get 100 10 times 81s, because I think it's funny. We've got to talk about the Champs token store and the Futties token store. Now, let's start, actually, with the Champs token store. So a new refresh means new players. It means new rewards. It means new promo rewards, of course, because we've got the Phenoms promo. And can I just say, I'm not loving the Phenoms promo in terms of cards I want in my team. I don't know. I just think it's obviously not customizable. Some of the cards are fantastic. Like, you know, Yamal. I would love a Yamal, of course. Some of the cards I'm not too hyped about. I think for once, and maybe for the first time in the Champs token store, the most hyped reward, or at least for me, I'm not actually seeing this online or anything, but for me, the best reward is one of the players with Lauren James. Now, If this was 600 tokens like they've been previously, I would say probably swerve it and just spend it on packs. But for 300 tokens, which of course we're going to jump into the new champs system as well and how the rewards work, is pretty much 3 wins. You get this Lauren James card who's 5-star, 5-star lengthy. And as far as cards go in this game, being able to play both on the wing and centrally, that is the perfect base for a card on the game. Now, yes, I understand 91 shooting, 93 passing. It's not like crazy level stats, but because she's 5'5" and lengthy, and of course, is the national pride style where you can put any play styles on, is that not pretty much perfect, like a base of a card for only 300 tokens? Now, I know a lot of people won't want to go and get a Lauren James. They'll want to go and chase the Duets, the Yamals, the cards in the promo, basically. But I think that card's fantastic, and I think probably the best one out of the 3. Now, Tonali's also brilliant. If you're a Tottenham fan, pretty decent signing. Newcastle are falling apart with Guimaraes wanting to go to Arsenal as well, which is kind of funny because, you know, let's all laugh at Newcastle now. Shout out my Newcastle boys, but, you know, we nicked Isak as well, and he flopped, so I'm still annoyed. But Tonali, decent card as well. I still think he's on the same level as Lauren James. The packs are fine. I don't really like these Champs token store packs. They feel really generic to me. If I'm going to put my Champs tokens onto actual packs, it's going to be some of these Phenom packs, and I think they've tried to change up the rewards a little bit, but to be honest, it'll all depend on pack weight when it comes to these. My honest opinion would be to go untradeable. Now, if you want to make some coins go untradeable, yes, you can, of course, take the 4 of 8 95 plus FOF pick for 900 tokens or 9 wins, but I would just go untradeable. The market's at a point in the game where even the best cards on the game not too expensive, because the really expensive cards on these games are the really rare cards. The best cards are mostly Evos, and then a few of the cards that are like 1 or 2 million coins. They're not like 10 million coins. You don't need to farm coins on this game, really. I think the untradeable packs are better, but again, Lauren James to me looks like the best value. And yeah, I think we'll do a full champs run tomorrow. Let me know. We've got 9.6 million coins. We've got some new cards to try out, some new Evos to try out. I think we're going to do a full champs run on the Twitch stream tomorrow. So first of all, get yourself there for the full champs run. But who should we take from our rewards? I think we'll take Lauren James for 300 tokens. We've got 150 saved there. And then we'll probably go for one of the packs that right at the bottom. I'm going to go for something untradeable. Maybe the 1 of 5. No, not the 1 of 5 94 Encore Icon player pack. Jeez, the fact that's still there is an absolute farce. Maybe the 12 times mixed Phenom's player pack with 7 of them being 94 or higher. Although I've seen a few of these and the pack weight is pretty shocking. But the better token store by an absolute mile is, of course, the Futties token store. So let's break it down. Who do we take? What do we take? And also, more importantly, I guess, what to avoid, because some of this is crap, to be honest. Now, the first one is the 10 times 75 gold player pack for 10 tokens. Now, I know it's 10 tokens, but if you go over to the FOS store, a 10 times 81 was 10 tokens. So why is now this 10 tokens? They're both untradeable. EA, I don't know, is it a mistake? I don't know what we're doing. Avoid that. It's pointless. The first notable reward, of course, is the players. Now, Gusto is absolutely honking. Whip pass plus, ping pass plus, not lengthy, not worth taking, just not worth it at all, really. I think unless, even if you're a Chelsea fan, you can do a better Evo on Gusto. I just wouldn't take Gusto. Riyad is a little bit more interesting because he's got perfect play styles. Not play style plus, but play styles themselves. And he's lengthy, but again, I think for me, it's pretty shocking. I know it's only 100 tokens, but with some of the rewards down below, I think avoid Riyad, avoid Gusto. The only player even worth looking at is Menu. Finesse, Ticky, Technical, and Press Proven are some of the best play styles on a card for making them like feel nice in game. Press Proven, Technical, and Ticky, the 3 play styles you really notice. It makes a card feel smooth and, you know, like good on the ball. So he should feel nice in game. However, he's missing a few things. Quick step, anticipate, bruiser, not perfect. He's only 200 tokens, though. I think if you're a Man United fan, you definitely take this card. Or if you even just need a midfielder in your team, he's younger than me. Kobbie Mainoo's younger than me. I need to go outside more. This Kobbie Mainoo card, decent. But again, I think there is better rewards. As always, the players are not fantastic in the regular token store. In terms of packs, there's 2 that I've noticed off the bat that interest me a little bit. Now, the first one is the 200 token, 5 of 25, 88 plus rare gold players pick. Easy for you to say. Basically, this is unlimited in terms of how many times you can take it. It's only 200 tokens, but of course, the main drawing point being 25 slots and getting to take 5 of them. It's going to be a really decent chance to hit some promo cards. And again, the promo pack weight on this current promo doesn't seem to be the best. However, if you just want to look out for 1 or 2 individual promo cards, like you're chasing a Yamal, you're chasing a Duet card, that pick right there might actually be the best way to do it. Or the second pack that I was looking at, the 250 token, 4 times 95 Phenom's player pack. This is the equivalent of what we've had for Great to the Game and Glory Hunters, where you get, I think it was a 3 times 94, I think it was. Now it's a 4 times 95. Now again, a lot of those 95 cards are just absolute fodder, but still, not a bad chance to at least get like a semi-decent card. We get our first Evo for 200 tokens of Wingback Wonder. And to be honest, it's one of the Evos that I'm just not loving. Like, put Cancelo into it and he looks fine. He does look fine. but I'm struggling to find a card into this wingback wonder that makes me actually want to take it. Now, because it's an Evo, I'm sure there are just some brilliant chains out there. When it comes to chains on this game, it's impossible to go and find them all, but I'm sure there are some good chains for this. I couldn't find any for wingback wonder. Again, only 200 tokens is pretty cheap. Go and check cards in your club. Like, go onto that Evo there, check cards in the club. Maybe you've just got something that looks amazing. But for me, it's probably an avoid, and I'm going straight down to these rewards down below. Past that row there, down to this little section here. So, we have got, of course, the icons at the bottom who stand out. Lovely card design. I'm a big fan of it. We've also got the Futties Token Store Pack 4, which I know a lot of people will take. But again, not for me. I don't really like these generic packs. And then we've got the big ones. We've got the 500 token Evo, the 1,000 token Evo, the 1,000 token icon player pack, by the way. This is like, if anyone takes this, if you were subscribed, unsubscribe. If you did watch the videos, stop watching the videos. We're not mates. We don't get on. Please do not take this 1,000 token pack. 94 plus Encore icon in mid-July, when for double the tokens, you can get a guaranteed 97 Garincha with 5 playstyle plus or a 90. Like, what are you doing? I just don't understand why it's 1,000 tokens. EA should make that 500 tokens and it still wouldn't be worth it. And yet people will still go and pick it. So I guess that's why they make it 1,000 tokens. But we've got to talk about the ones we actually want to take. Now, starting with the icons, Zambrotta for me is a must avoid. I know I talk about lengthy a lot. Everyone has a go at me, calling me lengthy, man, when I do my streams. But it does matter on fullbacks and defenders. It does. I hate to say it, but it does matter. Yes, he's 5-star, 5-star. But slide tackle, jockey, pinged and whip. I don't care for that card. If anyone takes that, you're a little bit weird. The icons people are, of course, talking about taking is Garincha and Laurent Blanc. Now, sadly, EA had to miss something out with Garincha. And it's their own fault for making playstyles so important. Especially a playstyle like Incisive. No Incisive on Garincha for 2,000 tokens is a little bit of a bummer. But I still think a 5-star, 5-star Brazilian winger who can also play cam and striker is so hard to look past. And even though he's not got incisive, I've not heard many people talking about him, but I'm still tempted by Garincha. I really, really am. I don't know. I think, look at the stats, look at the in-games, look at the play styles apart from incisive, pretty much perfect. It's literally one thing missing. Just don't pass through balls with Garincha, and he might be the best card there. The one I've actually seen most people talk about is Laurent Blanc. Cue the 2-sync clip. Laurent Blanc. He has pretty much perfect playstyles, probably just missing Tiki. You would swap Quick Step Plus for Aerial Fortress, but to be honest, I don't actually hate Aerial Fortress. It's definitely not needed as like a plus, but I don't hate it as a playstyle. 90 passing, 90 dribbling is brilliant, especially considering it's 95 reactions, 95 composure. He stays lengthy, brilliant defensive stats. My little bit of a problem with this is, I guess, 90 pace. If this was like 93 pace, I'd guarantee take this card because he'd be the best centre-back on the game. The fact it's 90 pace makes me think I might have Evos that are slightly better, or at least on the same level. And for that, even though more people are talking about Laurent Blanc, I might sway with Garincha. But I've kind of missed the elephant in the room. The best rewards in this token store are, of course, as they always are, the Evos. But EA went above and beyond. We've got a 500 token Evo for, I believe, a right back. Is this the right back one? Touchline, Titan. They can't be a centre back. Look at some of the cards in these Evos. Who should we check? Should we check Cancelo? He looked brilliant. Should we check someone else? Who's long? Let's check someone who's actually lengthy. This guy, this Torre guy, is going to have some unbelievable chains. Now, this is not a chain. This is pretty much his base inform card going into it. And I will say the pace isn't the best. 94 pace for a right back isn't crazy. But again, I've seen some of the chains for this one, and they're looking a lot better than the wingback wonder for 200 tokens. And again, just because they play right back doesn't mean they can't play elsewhere. Players that can play right back and another position, maybe like a Philip Lahm card, will have some unbelievable stats for playstyle plus. Yes, they go to 97 rated, but you're not looking to Evo this card further. Now again, the best cards for this, as always, the Evos are chains. The best cards are chains that have a lot of pace. And if you are going to use the card at right back again, just pick someone lengthy, right? Don't waste 500 tokens on an Evo card that you then don't like in-game. Just pick someone lengthy, give into the meta. I know we're in July, but you want the card to be usable, if that makes sense. So I'm going to try and find a chain for that. I'm probably going to try and use it on this Torre card, if I can put him into a few more Evos. Probably the first thing everyone should be taking from this token store, of course, the 1,000 token, is it called Perfect 10 Evo that takes them to a 98 rated card. Now, again, the best cards for this are chains, and I'm sure you guys can go and find better cards than what I'm going to show you here. But yes, it goes to a 98. You're not Evoing these cards for the rest of the game. As people have pointed out, they get a National Pride cosmetic, which means if National Prides ever do go to 5 playstyle plus, which at Futties they almost guaranteed will, you won't need to worry about Evo in this card again, because you'll get a Brahim Diaz card like this, who you can just then go and add another playstyle plus to, and he will be absolutely brilliant. Now again, if you've got chains, then go and use them on chains, but there are some fantastic cards, probably that you guys have in your club, that already look delectable. A little Vicky Lopez there, incisive, rapid, finesse, technical. I'm sure there are better cards than her, but I just love Vicky Lopez in game. I've got my Kvetch in there. The Alawaran, who already has 99 pace. He now looks absolutely brilliant as well. Let me know who we use in the perfect 10 either one. I'm sure Neymar will be the big popular choice for most people, but go and have a look at chains on Futbin and FutGG. There are some brilliant cards. And yet, despite there being some brilliant options, of course, the FIFA community has Van Dijk, Jolinton, Pina, Mbappe. It's the top 4 cards on popular Evos, which is just no surprise. But look at that. A fully active Neymar with 97, 97, 95, 96. But more importantly, 5 playstyle plus. Yes, using the season pass for rapid, but look at the 5 playstyle plus. And this is the free 92 Neymar that everyone got from objectives. This Evo and the state of Evos on the game right now, these new 97s and these new 98s, and we've not even spoke about what this Neymar is in here, which is the season pass Evos like Unstoppable Force. They are just brilliant. And so before we jump into leaks and what is coming on this game this weekend and in general, we of course have to go to the new season pass. Now, of course, it came out on Thursday. It didn't come out yesterday, but the new season pass, first of all, if you guys are going to ask, is 100% worth upgrading to premium. For the Evos alone, the Evos are always brilliant, but they've outdone themselves again on this new season pass. You've got the... Are they going to make me buy it now? I am going to buy it for 500,000 coins, but I don't want to buy it just yet. Here, Unstoppable Force, repeatable 5 times. It's the Evo you just saw on Neymar there. It does take cards to a 97 rated, but it also takes cards to a ridiculous level. If you can get playstyles on R9, you can see he goes to 97 pace, 95 shooting, crazy level. Like, look at that. Just 1 Evo on my Kvetch chain, 397 stats, lowest stat being 94. Yes, I need to put some more playstyles on him. But for a free, well, not free, it's in the season pass, but for a free Evo on level 2 of the season pass, and you get 5 of them, EA really had delivered. Now, I know the big talking point with the season pass is the free token that I believe is at level 21 or 22. You can tell I've been away from this game for a week. The amount of stuff I've missed out on. Honestly, you go away from FIFA for a week, it's like going away from your job for a week. You've got emails to catch up on. I've got objectives to catch up. Yeah, level 22. Objectives to catch up on. Level 22, we get the season pass. Basically, it's a generic token that lets you buy a full season pass. I would not use this on this season pass. I would use it on the next one. The way to optimize this, in my opinion, is to spend 500,000 coins or even FIFA points if you want to do that on this current season pass, and then use this token on the next season pass because, of course, you get the SP boost on this season pass to get you towards the token. And I just think waiting so long to get the premium rewards, like, you have to go and wait until you are level 22 and you don't get the Evos and packs until you get level 22, I think it's a massive, massive pain in the ass. So in my opinion, I would just use the token on next season pass and just buy this one now. And I heard a lot of people saying they don't like the level 30 rewards. Now, I'm a little biased because as a Liverpool fan, I really want this Dalglish. So yes, I'm a little bit biased. Yes, it's not the best card in the game. No incisive, no pinged. I do get that. And I really do agree with it, right? The Dalglish one for me is pure bias. I just want Dalglish in my team, right? I understand that. That's the free card. And people are comparing it to the 99 Ginola and the 99 Van Dijk that we got last year. That'll be next season pass. Do not compare this to that season pass. Power curve is different. Everything is different. However, what I will still say is, even with all that, what I've just said there, and me almost backing EA, saying that these cards are fine, what I will say is, Evos are still, and it's been the theme of the entire game, are still better than these cards, right? Evos have not been balanced correctly in FC26, which is a good thing. We get crazy Evos, but it means that other cards and pretty much the rest of the content on that game is basically obsolete. EA need to fix that when we talk FC27. Now, we're going to start getting FC27 leaks, of course, this month, with it being July. Evos need to be fixed. Not like nerfed into the ground and made crap, just fixed. Made sure they're in line with the rest of the game. Either pull the rest of the game up, nerf Evos, or make them more balanced in some way or another. They just can't exist in the current form because it means that the rest of the game, the market, SBCs, like SBCs have just been crap because Evos are so much better. But I'm sure there are videos already out on the full in-depth guide on the season pass. You don't need big old G to waffle about it. We've got to jump straight into what is coming on this game because, yes, we've got some great leaks for this weekend and what is coming and all the good stuff that we normally get. We've got some pretty interesting leaks, really, really recent for FC27. Not really gameplay related, but you will see what I mean. Firstly, starting off with who watched the Belgium-Spain game. Spain-France semi-final. That should be an unbelievable game, although Spain are really boring to watch. So, Rodri, Ferran Torres, Laporte, all getting a +1 overall. So, of course, they're doing pretty well in price. If you've got them, sell in the... As always, selling the hype. Everything on FIFA, when it's a live card, selling the hype. Rodri now 3 million coins, but for 3 million coins, you can buy a full team on this game. That is insane. This Rodri does not need to be that expensive, despite still being amazing. What's even funnier is that Luca Bacchio, they got through. He got an upgrade. They didn't increase his price range. They've now lost And they've still not changed his price range. And at some point later on in the game, he'll probably come back down below 37,000 coins. But he is a prime example of why EA and like why people hate EA, because there are such simple things on this game that they act so incompetent about. Like, yes, gameplay is broken or whatever, right? But menus and upgrading price ranges are simple things, man. It's a huge company. Fix that. Luka Bacchio's not had a price range update in about 14 years. But yeah, Ferran Torres getting an upgrade. Shout out if he did his SBC. Everyone hopefully did him, did McAllister, did all those cards, because of course we knew they were going to get very far in the tournament. And Spain might even go on to win the whole thing, but beating France is going to be very, very difficult. Rodri, like I said, 3 million coins. Laporte's gone up in price as well, but he's now 300,000 coins. And please, again, if you've got any of these cards that are due an upgrade, sell them in the hype. We've got Igor Thiago's SBC's official stats leaked. He's also coming. And of course, like I mentioned before, Evos are just better. And with this card, they are a lot better. I'm sure this card will be about 100,000 coins max. Hopefully more like 50,000 coins. I think it'll be a single-digit percentage of people that go and complete this Igor Thiago card. And it'll be a low single-digit percentage, because that card's shocking. I don't know why it's a thing on this game. Like, I don't get why SBCs have been so neglected this year. SBCs are my favorite part of the game. I think EA need to release... What in my opinion, EA needs to do to fix SBCs is bring out insane SBCs that take a week or two to grind. Like Salah End of an Era. Salah End of an Era is what I love about SBCs, right? Pateas End of an Era. The cards that are priced fairly, they're expensive, but they're also then worth grinding if you do want to grind them. Like, in my opinion, a Salah being 3 million coins or whatever it was, 2 million coins, right, is better than this Igor Thiago being 20k, because the Salah one is impactful and changes how I play the game. This Igor Thiago is nothing to me. I just move on. Now, there should be cheap SBCs as well, but, like, not this Igor Thiago. He's crap. But these are the 3 FC27 kind of leaks I want to talk about, because one of them is very, very interesting and very, very hype. You'll see what I mean, right, when we get to it. But, first of all, this is just funny. Microtransactions will not be part of FC20 career mode. The fact that has to be a leak, right? The fact that the 4,000 liked tweet that microtransactions will not be part of career mode. Let me know. Do you guys still play career mode? I gave it up a few years ago. I don't really find it enjoyable anymore, but I'm sure a lot of you guys still jump on career mode. They were going to put microtransactions in and had to confirm that it's not happening. That is just hilarious. That's the first leak, if you want to call it a leak. The next thing is that if you want to talk about open world, I know that open world will just be the biggest selling point for FC27 next year. EA are going to lean into it. Just know that me and you guys are mainly Ultimate Team people. It's not going to be an Ultimate Team themed game mode. It's going to be mainly for clubs with maybe a few objectives. You know how Ultimate Team has clubs and career mode objectives for SP in it? I would imagine it to be like that. And we're getting leaks that are kind of confirming that, where you might have an Ultimate Team objective where you've got to go and play 3 games on open world, but it's not going to be like integrated, right? You're not going to go and use your Evo Neymar in open world. It's not going to work like that. So just if you were thinking open world's going to save the Ultimate Team experience or anything like that, I would kind of just move on from that narrative. I don't think that's going to happen. Whether that's good or bad, I think it's actually a good thing. I think open world's going to... to be honest, I think open world's going to be a bit like Volta and be a bit overrated, and then people are going to give it up. So let's see, but I think that's actually good news for Ultimate Team. And then the big one. Now, I want to be a very, 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 like, discretion on this one. Even the leakers are saying not 100% confirmed. Things could still change. They got it from a different source, or, you know, all this stuff, right? But just because I know you guys would want to see it, the cover edition of FC27 would... Currently, right now, with what we know, the standard would be Bellingham and Dembele, or a Real Madrid player and a Barcelona player. I have no idea why that's an or for them two. I'm guessing EA are just having discussions about this. But more importantly, the Ultimate Edition, quite funnily, if that's a word, after this World Cup would be Cristiano Ronaldo. Could you imagine after the World Cup where Messi's lit the world on fire, and Mbappe's lit the world on fire, even Kane has lit the world on fire, and loads more, Haaland even, and they go and drop Cristiano Ronaldo on the cover for the Ultimate Edition? I think that's quite funny. I don't know what you guys think. This is not cover art. They're just talking about the players that would be on the cover. Who should be on the cover, right? Should it be Jordan Henderson, like FIFA 17, 16, whatever that was? Or should it just be Mbappe and Haaland? I think Mbappe and Haaland are the two obvious ones. Maybe a Bellingham as well. I think that's kind of funny that Cristiano Ronaldo might be the Ultimate Edition cover for FC27. And with all the issues that game could have with GTA 6 coming out, I feel like they might need a stronger selling point. Although it is Ronaldo at the end of the day, I'm not trying to hate. I just think it's funny. But is the market officially dead? As you can see, I'm going to have over 10 million coins when we sell these cards here. These were packed from some of the store packs we did before we went away. We're going to have over 10 million coins. Is that done for the market? As you guys have seen me talk about in this video, Evos dominate, tokens dominate, market cards are a little bit meh. I think having coins is brilliantly useful on this game right now. To go and complete Evos, to go and complete SBCs, and basically, if you have coins on this game, you have the ultimate, like, most enjoyable experience out of anyone playing the game, unless you're someone like Danny Aarons who, you know, puts thousands on. So I think having coins is really, really useful. But is trading officially dead? Is it not existent anymore? I think no, but you need to treat it a little bit differently, right? If you guys are still trying to make some coins here and there on this game, just do these two things, right? Don't hold cards. Investing in terms of like long-term investing is pretty much done from now on out. There'll be the exceptions, but just know if you're going to long-term invest in cards, it's going to be like 5% make money, 95% lose money. Just understand that, right? You want to active trade. You want to buy things and sell them within like 6 hours, right? That's the kind of game we're in. The second thing is, I think you can do a couple easy things. Well, one main easy thing to make just enough coins that you need for the rest of the game. You don't need to worry about anything else. And that would just be to lazy sell cards. Whether that's these fodder cards here, some of the low-end meta cards. I believe in the Discord, Toby put another, I think it's down here somewhere, he put another overpriced selling list in. He did. He's updated the overpriced selling list. What an absolute goat, right? Go and use that overpriced selling list. Go and buy the cards. Have 100 cards lazy selling at all times. And you will genuinely make, if you relist it every hour, I would say 200 to 500,000 coins a day. And that is all you need. Maybe for the rest of the game. It depends how much you write. You might want to get 10 million coins, but just to actually go and do the SBCs on this game and go and do the EVOs, get into hundreds, even 100,000 coins a day, 200,000 coins a day to go and do the EVOs and SBCs like the Juan Garcia or the 250k EVO that came out yesterday. That is enough. So get on lazy selling. Don't invest too much. Actively trade. I'm going to get more like familiar with the game, right? I've been away for a week, so I'm not really familiar with the market as much today. I'll get more familiar tomorrow on stream and, you know, in general over the course of the next few days. And I'll talk to you guys more about what we can buy and what we can sort of like mini invest in. But for now, lazy selling, use that list in the Discord. It's brilliant. Or just, again, just be careful on holding cards for longer than like a day. The boys and girls, Champs stream tomorrow. We'll buy a 10 million coin team because why not? We are in July. Get yourself there to the Twitch stream, 6 p.m. UK time. And of course, England play tonight. They could be out of the World Cup as you are watching this. Score predictions down below. Like, hype, subscribe if you are new. Have a fantastic weekend and I will see you all in a bizzle.